Hey guys, Paul here, and welcome back to the channel at Scuba Pablos. Today, I'm keeping things a little closer to home and taking you to one of my favorite dive spots, beautiful Crawfish Lake. I've featured this lake in a couple of videos before, but this is the first time I'll actually be narrating the dive and taking you along with me. Crawfish Lake is a remote 124-acre lake located in the unorganized North Cochrane district of Northern Ontario. It's a popular destination for off-grid fishing and remains largely untouched by development. Most people access it by float plane or by driving roughly 30 kilometers outside of Cochrane, Ontario. As far as I know, very few people have documented what you can actually encounter underwater here while scuba diving. Northern Ontario isn't exactly known for its scuba diving community. So I decided to explore this little green gem, as I like to call it, and see what kind of wildlife lives beneath the surface. According to the nautical charts, the deepest part of the lake on the far western side reaches approximately 100 feet. Most of the time when I dive crawfish, I dive solo. Because of that, safety is always my number one priority. I stay well within my recreational diving limits and never push beyond my training. I'm a PADI rescue diver certified, but when you're diving alone, respecting your limits is absolutely essential. For today's dive, I'll be exploring the bay closest to the boat launch. If you're looking at the lake on a map, that's the southernmost point. The maximum depth here is around 30 feet, making it a perfect place to search for fish and explore the underwater landscape. One thing about diving in Northern Ontario is the temperature. Once you get below 20 feet, the water gets cold, and I mean really cold. Most lakes around here sit between 9 and 11 degrees Celsius below that depth, which is another reason why my dives are conservative, especially when I'm diving by myself. To stay comfortable, I'm wearing my 7mm Henderson thermoprene wetsuit along with a 7mm hood and 7mm gloves. It keeps me warm enough to enjoy longer dives and focus on what's around me instead of the cold. All right, now that we're in the water, let's take a look at the fish that we found. As soon as I descended, I noticed the visibility wasn't quite what I'm used to. The lake had its signature green tint, but there was also more of a hazy brownish color throughout the water than normal. Even so, I headed through the southern bay and slowly worked my way northeast, exploring the thick underwater vegetation. Almost immediately, as you can see, I was greeted by a couple of largemouth bass that seemed incredibly curious. They stayed close and actually followed me for most of my 50-minute dive. Encounters like that are one of the reasons I love diving this lake. But my main goal for today was to find some northern pike. On my previous visit, I only managed to spot one, and it disappeared almost instantly. So this time, I was determined to find more. After spending some time with my bass buddies and making a large oval loop around the bay, I finally started seeing some pike. The first one darted away before I had much of a chance to react, and I quickly realized that putting my camera down wasn't an option. Unlike the bass, pike are much more cautious around divers, so you have to be ready whenever one appears. As you guys can see, these fish loved being around me. They were so curious. I literally felt like I had the entire bass family following me for the entire dive. It's really mesmerizing when you're down there. Every breath you take, you look around, you see a fish. I know it doesn't mean much to some people, but when you're a diver, this is what it's all about. As I previously mentioned, the visibility was not that great on this day, but you surely make the best of it when you have these little buggers following you for the entire dive. As you can see, depending on where you're diving in this lake, the visibility can change drastically. I'm diving at around 12 feet here, as I show you right here on my dive computer, and the visibility is not that bad. I've noticed that the more shallow I am in this lake, the more wildlife and vegetation I happen to encounter. The deeper I go in this lake, which would be about 30 feet because I stick around the bay, I notice the water gets extremely cold, around 9-10 degrees Celsius, and I don't see much vegetation or wildlife at that depth. So I always stick around the 10 to 15 to maybe 20 foot mark, and it's always a great dive. Now, about 30 minutes into the dive, I started spotting more and more of them hiding in the tall grass along the bottom. Watching these incredible predators blend into their surroundings is something that never gets old. Every encounter feels different and every dive feels like a new adventure. Crawfish Lake never fails to amaze me. Between its vibrant green water, peaceful atmosphere, and incredible wildlife, it's easily one of my favorite places to dive in Northern Ontario. One of the reasons I love solo diving in lakes like this is because it gives you a chance to truly appreciate and respect the environment around you. Down there, it's just you and your thoughts. There are no distractions, nothing to focus on except your breathing, your surroundings, and the moment you're in. For me, scuba diving is one of the best ways to clear my mind and reset my nervous system. It forces you to slow down, stay present, and trust yourself. It's also an incredible way to face your fears while exploring a world that so few people ever get to experience. Freshwater diving isn't always filled with exciting wildlife or crystal clear visibility. Some dives can feel quiet, and others can challenge you with murky water. But that's all part of the experience. Those conditions give you the opportunity to sharpen your skills, improve your navigation, manage your air consumption, and execute a dive plan with confidence. If every dive was only about seeing wildlife, you'd probably get bored pretty quickly diving in Northern Ontario. Instead, I try to appreciate every dive for what it teaches me. Whether I find fish, discover something unexpected, or simply enjoy the silence beneath the surface, there's always something to take away from it. That's why I believe every dive is a good dive, as long as you come back having learned something new. I already can't wait to come back later this summer. Maybe the visibility will be better, maybe it'll be worse. Maybe I'll find even more fish, but that's all part of the adventure. You never really know what you're going to see. I want to take this time to thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this dive, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and help support Northern Ontario scuba diving content. And please, let me know in the comments below, where should I dive next? Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Hell yeah. The fish just love me at this lake. What an awesome dive. Yee-haw. Woo! Crawfish rocks.